The f you kidding me, man? Come on, man. How the hell are you having so much puff, man? I think you're ready for Chicago, man.
Whatever it takes, dog.
It all makes sense now. That's why you run all those big-ass pants, huh? Oh, I get it.
Welcome to Chicago, Illinois, the birthplace of the skyscraper and home of deep dish pizza and a fantastic skate city in its own right. There's Grant Park. Today, it's the site of the 2017 SLS Nike SB World Tour and the battle for the final slots into the Super Crown World Championships. We are moments away from kicking off the finals here tonight. 8 of the best skaters in the world. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Paul Zitzer alongside Jeff Rowley. And there are a few spots left into the Super Crown. It's all about the Super Crown tonight. Jeff, what is it going to take for these guys to get there?
It's going to take the best skateboarder in the world. Let's face it, man. It's going to take really progressive skateboarding, and it's going to take these guys to step up their game at this. This is a big course. You can't mess around on this course. The guys that lay down those hammers on the bigger obstacles are the guys that are going to stand out. So it's going to take the best skateboarder in the world, Paul.
All right, we're going to see how it all plays out momentarily. But first, let's take a look at our current Super Crown standings. And here's the big picture on the road to the Super Crown. Current standings, Nyjah Huston up on top with 277 points and 2 golden tickets, followed by Kelvin Hoffler, Shane O'Neill, Carlos Ribeiro, Luan Oliveira, Louis Lopez, Felipe Gustavo, and Chris Joslin. Those are your top-seeded guys on the way to the Super Crown. And there are number 9 through 16, Tiago, Lemos, who you will see tonight, Torey, Pudwill, Chris Cole, Tommy Fynn, Malto, Matt Berger, Mickey Papa, and Tom Asta. Taking a look at this beautiful Chicago course. Jeff, who do you like out here today? Who's got a shot?
I'm looking at Tiago Lemos, just the way that he's using this course. He's just really adapting well, using it in a different way to other dudes, skating stuff that nobody else is skating. And let's face it, man, he's got more pop than anybody alive on earth today. So I got my eyes on him, and then also Torey Pudwill. Torey's got in great form, skating super good, back to his classic Torey Pudwill style. I'm looking at those dudes.
Nicely picked, Jeff. We'll see how it all goes down. But first, we're going to throw it down to Andrew Cannon, who's with DeSean Jordan.
I'm down here right now with DeSean Jordan, rookie on the tour, made it in 8th place, and you have to win if you want to get to the Super Crown. What is your strategy going into finals?
Strategy is to just make my runs more solid. You know, make my process, you know, my steps of what tricks I do in the trick selection, all, you know, try to make it all within the first or second go, so I still have those tries to get a better score, you know. Instead of getting stuck on one trick and wasting 2, I want to just make the most out of that too and just make sure I have tricks on both of those tries.
Well, best of luck to you, DeSean.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Now let's take a look at how this contest works in the basics. Presented by Nike SB. There are 2 sections to Street League, the run section and best trick. Each skater gets 2 45-second runs, followed by 5 best trick attempts. The top 4 scores, regardless of section, give the skaters their final score. Pretty simple. And now it is time to meet the 8 skaters you'll be seeing going for it here tonight in the final. First skater in, the rookie, DeSean Jordan, winner of last year's Tampa Am, earned him a spot into the Pro Open where he came in and just blew doors. And here he is skating in his 3rd final in a row.
Now we have Ishod, Wair, everybody's favorite. My humble opinion, the most well-rounded skater of the whole event. He's got 7-9 club scores under his belt. He's coming into the finals looking hot. There's Ishod having a good time like ever, ripping it up, skating more than everybody.
And then Sean Malto, he won the World Championship in 2011. He missed all of 2014, a lot of 2015. He is back.
And then Tiago Lemos, who got into the SLS roster via the 2016 Pro Open. He's from Brazil. He's got 1 9-club score under his belt, and he's got more pop than any man living today.
That's right. And Shane O'Neill, last year's Super Crown champ. He won 3 stops last year, arguably the most technical skateboarder on planet Earth. He's back in the final. Great to see him here.
And then we have Torey Pudwill, one of the fan favorites, one of the most ripping dudes out there. Highest second place he's ever finished. Doing really good in the prelims, going into the finals on top form.
And Tommy Fynn coming out, killing it in qualifiers. This is his 2nd year as an SLS pro. Best finish so far, 3rd place last year in New Jersey. He is trying to make it to the Super Crown.
And then we have Nyjah Huston. I mean, what needs to be said about Nyjah, the most dominating skateboarder in SLS history. Coming into this year, ripping it up at the Barcelona Pro Open, looking very strong going into the final.
Those are your 8 skaters making it into tonight's final here at the Nike SB World Tour Chicago stop. We're inside the UIC Pavilion at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And this course is absolutely massive. If you're not going big here, you don't have a prayer.
That's right, Paul. You said it, and you said it right. Dashawn knows that. He knows he has to step it up in the finals here.
Making the cut into the league goes to DeSean Jordan, presented by Monster Energy. So DeSean needs to win here tonight to make it to the Super Crown. He can do it, there's no doubt about it. Just got to put that strategy to work that he was talking about. This is his first run of 2.
Nice backside air into a 360 air. Keeping that speed. More speed coming out than going in. Nice blunt. He's coming out firing right now. Setting up for that switch frontside blunt slide. Oh my goodness.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Nearly hangs up on the quarter pipe. Quick front board. He's gonna probably get 1 last trick in. Backside 180 fake, he knows he's gonna house that for a first run.
That is incredible, skating like a veteran. Oh!
And that last fall was right on the buzzer. That will count as a fall. Rest of the run was flawless.
But DeSean out here feeling it, making his 3rd final in a row, and you see how.
That's the way to do it. Come out shooting. Come out with the big guns.
DeSean Jordan, run number 1, 8.1. That's a great score to come out with. And next skater in, Ishod Wair. He's on fire here this weekend. Skating in his 6th final. He's never won. Best ever finish was 2nd place at the Pro Open 2014. It's been a while.
Ishod's that guy that skates more than any of us. First dude out there, last guy out and to leave. That's why everyone loves him so much. He's a skate rat at heart. An absolute ripper at it too. And in my opinion, as stated at the start, he's the most well-rounded dude that we have out here on the course today. Comfortable with switch, regular, nollie, transition, it all. He's got every little bit of it. Last trick, backside kickflip. Rails that one in there. Backside nose blunt, gives that one a quick kick out. Good run there for Ishod. There's that switch 360 flip. Showing that diversity, forward fakie, anything goes for Ishod, and that clean backside kickflip. Look at that floater.
And that's transition to transition. That makes it tough. Ishod's score is in, 6.8, puts him in 2nd place. So now let's talk about how this pylon works. Below the skater's name are the run section and best trick tabs. The top 4 scores will be shown in white and the drop scores will show up in gray. Below that is the leaderboard. The current skater's name is highlighted in white. After their attempt, their name will be in gray until they skate again, and the leaderboard will update after every single score. And then finally on the bottom tab, you'll see what score the skater needs for the lead, and if they can't take the lead, you'll see the highest placing they can get with a score. Ishod Wair needs to win, by the way, to make it to Super Crown. He and DeSean Jordan are in the same boat. Sean Malto coming in. Great to see him back in the final.
Oh, he's definitely back on form. Nice crail slide. Little scoop and ollie. Ollie backside heel flip. Really comfortable skateboarder when he's on point. Ollie nose grind just gets away from him. Got 15 seconds. He's going to have to hustle it up to get a big trick back in there. Doesn't quite get into the front side crook. It seems like he lost a little bit of steam now halfway through.
That can happen, but that's okay. He's got another run and then 5 best trick attempts. Only the top 4 scores count.
Does that quick nollie backside heel flip. Keeps it moving.
Sean Malto with the 4.1 in 3rd place. Next skater in, Mr. Bionic Pop, Tiago Lemos from Brazil. 2nd year as an SLS pro. He's in.
Straight in with a mean switch crook grind, switch backside Smith. Oh, doesn't quite make it up the roll in right there.
Tiago's in a great spot to make Super Crown.
Oh, just losing that rhythm. He's also one dude that's using the course different to everybody else. When you see him put the rest of his run together, you'll find that out. He's doing some bionic stuff, as you said, Paul. But that first run's really just got away from him, lost his rhythm early on. Hopefully he can pull that back together in his next run.
All right, we are halfway through the first attempts here in the run section. Shane O'Neill and Nyjah Huston still to skate. We'll be back right after this. Street League Skateboarding Nike SB World Tour Chicago is presented by Nike SB. Welcome back to the SLS Nike SB World Tour here in Chicago. Taking a great look there at this course. It's a massive, amazing California skate park design course. And for a closer look, let's take a look at the street skate presented by Nike SB. This Chicago course at 157 feet long by 52 feet wide is unlike any course in SLS history. On the far side, there's a 6-foot-tall steep bank in the center with 4-foot-tall quarter pipes on either edge. From there, skaters will have a few options on their way to the center of the course. They can jump the 6.5-foot gap, hit one of the 2 rails on the course, or coming the other way can skate it like a Euro gap or bump up to flat ledges. And finally, the focal point of the whole course, this massive 9-stair hubba. Moving on to the center section, there are long, tech-friendly ledges on both sides of the course. Then in the middle, this oversized Jersey-style barrier on top of a pyramid that has all kinds of options, including these transition launch ramps that are good for one thing, blasting huge tricks. And lastly, rounding things out is this massive quarter pipe with roll-ins on either side. The story this weekend, with the variety of options, will be all about who can adapt their skating to it the best.
Arguably one of the best courses we've ever had in Street League SLS history.
It's helped mix things up, that's for sure.
We had a great course at Munich, and this one is a showstopper here today.
Next in, 2016 Super Crown champ, Shane O'Neill.
No stranger to the finals, old Shane.
Exactly, but he missed the finals in Munich. Making up for it here, no doubt.
Oh, misses the nollie backside heel. Guy's starting off a little bit slower right here. See if Shane can make this up. Whoa! Nollie frontside big spin heel flip. Talk about tech.
Oh, keep talking about tech.
I will do. Crook grind, nollie kickflip, nose slide. What next? And that's after the buzzer. Well, he made up for those couple of falls right at the start of his run with finishing it really strong with this trick that you see right here. Nollie big spin heel flip, nollie, and then that crooked grind nollie kickflip.
He's doing too much.
That's it, you can't keep up with him. Board's flipping so much.
So that fall hurt, 7.2. That's good enough for second place right now. And then T-Puds on deck, skating in his 17th final. Best finish ever for T-Puds, second place.
It's his only final of 2017. And he's looking very strong out there. Been skating really good on the streets too, the real streets, and you can see it. Nice backside lip slide. He's very focused, very much enjoying the skateboarding, the owner of Grizzly Grip. Oh! Just came down on that transition real funky. Whipped out, quick back tail. Got 5 seconds, gonna be a last trick right here. Whoa!
Hey!
Quick nose slide to crooked grind. Now that's one of those tricks that doesn't look that crazy, but to be really consistent at tricks like that, we call it curb dancing when you shift from one trick to another trick on a ledge or freestanding ledge or whatever it might be. There's that nollie kickflip. Pure dominance already setting up for the ledge. And there's that nose slide, whaps it to crooked grind.
T-Puds mixing it up, getting the 7.1, good enough for third place. He's another guy in the hunt for a spot in the Super Crown. And Tommy Fynn been putting it down out here today. His best ever SLS finish is a third place in New Jersey last year. Trying to get his first win.
Starts her off nicely. Oh, not quite getting into that 180 nose grind. And he's biting at the bit. Look, he knows he needs to hustle. If he loses a trick, he's got to make it up.
And he can do that in the big section easy, as we saw in qualifying.
There's that backside. That makes that look so easy, and that's such a big hubba to skate. Such a high drop off the end to be so consistent with a trick like that. Nice backside lip slide. Gonna be just enough time for one last trick here. Let's see what he's got. Backside 180 fakey nose grind. Textbook. 2 big tricks on the hubber in his run. That's how you do it. That's experience right there. Start off with a banger, and we won.
Tommy has a really smart strategy. He's not taking big risks for his skating. But it's solid, and it gets great scores.
Locks right into that, gets his wheels all in the right spot on that backside nose blunt. Same with this backside 180 fakey nose grind. Look at that. Doesn't get much better than that.
Tommy clocks a 7.9. That's good enough for second place, just behind DeSean Jordan, still up in first place. But now they're gonna have to deal with Nyjah Huston. He's going for his 20th win, Jeff.
That's ridiculous. Starts off with a kickflip front board. They didn't put the heat on him yet. So he's gonna set the standard likely.
He's been looking very, very comfortable here.
He's got so many tricks in already. Half cap, crooked grind. Quick backside Smith. Into a frontside Smith, nose blunt slide. How many tricks?
Just rifling him off.
Up to disaster. If he can end it with a big trick, it's in for a really good, and he does. Backside 180 fakey nose grind. He's got 5 seconds. He's like, I'm gonna get one more in. Beat this one, guys. Frontside blunt slide.
Wow. That run had twice the tricks of anyone else.
I want to count every single trick that he did.
Me too.
And weigh it up to the next guy. That was a lot of tricks in a short period of time.
So he needs an 8.2 for first.
He's going to get at least an 8.5, I would say, on that. 8.4, 8.5, maybe even higher.
just based on sheer volume alone. There you go, Jeff, all day, 8.5. Nyjah Huston takes the lead, bumps DeSean down into second place. That's all for attempt number 1 here in the run section of the finals. Nyjah with an 8.5, great start. So attempt number 2 coming up right after this. Welcome back to the SLS Nike SB World Tour Chicago, where we caught up with the local boy, Chaz Ortiz, and who better to talk us through this amazing Chicago course.
What up? It's Chaz Ortiz. We're in Chi-Town, my home city. I'm gonna give you a little street league course preview. Hope you enjoy. So right here, got your standard gap. Not too big, not too small, perfect. One of my favorite obstacles, the upper rail. It's really fun. I love bump to bars. So here, you got the fly box. I grew up skating like a fly box at my local skate park, so it's kind of cool. I love the flow of it. It's kind of cool, just like keep going in circles and you can just keep launching and, you know, get around really well. And I like it, it's different, you know, it's cool. Then there's this thing, which is insane. It's not just a hubba, you have to gap to it. And you can grind the whole thing. It's pretty scary. Then, you know, you got multiple options, not just the hubba. You got the stairs here, nice good size 9 set. It's gonna be a good weekend. Hyped on the course.
There's some huge potential for some serious scores on this course. Let's talk about what's at stake here tonight in Chicago. The winner gets a golden ticket to the SLS Nike SB Super Crown World Championships. Only 4 spots left for the Super Crown. And we're gonna be out in Los Angeles September 15th for the Super Crown. Hope you can join us. Let's take a look at the current standings after run 1. Nyjah Huston up on top with an 8.5, followed by the rookie DeSean Jordan, and then Tommy Fynn, Shane O'Neill, T-Puds, Ishod, Wair, Malto, and Tiago Lemos rounding out the top 8. This is the finals. Those are the top 8 skaters of the weekend. Top 8 skaters in the world here today.
And look at the 2 highest scores we have, an 8.5 and an 8.1. Nyjah Huston and DeSean Jordan, the new blood. How's that for the start for the first run in the finals?
It's pretty incredible. So now we're gonna be kicking off run number 2 here in the finals before moving on to best trick. Top 4 scores count. All right, DeSean Jordan in for run number 2 here in the finals.
Quick 2-1-2 combo. Make that 3. Make that 4. Oh!
Deck check.
Deck check. He did stay on the board though, so he didn't lose a lot of time on that one. So if he makes it up, ends with a heavy trick, that should help catch up some of those scores he'd lose from being a little shaky on that trick. Frontside blunt slide makes that look so easy, so difficult too. Quick front board, he has 10 seconds. He's only really gonna have one more chance down this hubber. Gonna end off with the back 7-8 fake nose grind. Needed to revert that one to pick up some points though, but still gets a nice clean back 7-8 nose grind.
The crowd is loving DeSean Jordan. Yeah, he wanted to do the back 180 nose grind revert, right? But he stayed on, and his first score was an 8.1. So if he's anywhere in that range, he's going to be looking real good.
He's looking in good shape at that point, right after 2 runs. The new blood putting the heat on everybody. There's that back 7-8 fakey nose grind. Hardest trick in his run, cleanest one that he did.
And there you go, 7.7. That's a good second run score. He's in the lead for now as we move on to Ishod Wair.
Ishod's one of the coolest characters we have in skateboarding today. Incredibly diverse skateboarder, comfortable on anything. Been skating a lot of transition too, which, believe it or not, in my opinion, really helps your street skateboarding. Builds up your strength, your legs and everything, your lung capacity. There's a nice crawl slide revert.
Wow, it's a good example of what you're talking about. He can do it all.
And then a switch 360 flip. Quick switch nose, switch blunt. And there's that backside kick flip.
All day.
That was a thing of beauty. Ah, that was it. That was after the buzzer, right? Right on the buzzer.
I think that counted. I think it counted.
Flawless run before that, though, too.
Beautiful run.
Can't really take him away from that. There's that switch 360 kickflip. There's that backside kickflip. Look at that float and catch.
Massive.
Turned it with the back foot, showing all that control.
Look at that, 8.4. Highest score so far for Ishod Wair. Nyjah Huston at the 8.5. Next in, Sean Malto in 7th place. He's trying to get to the Super Crown.
Nice backside Smith grind into a crail slide. Scooping it up, nollie backside heel flip. Shifts lanes a little bit, setting himself up. Oh man, going for the nollie nose grind.
Abort mission.
Popped a little bit too late and he knew it. He knows, man, when he's lost that rhythm right in the middle of the course, that's where it gets difficult to find your place. You lose your where you're at, sense of where you're at.
Oh. And Sean doesn't necessarily have a bunch of 9 club tricks. He needs to put down the whole run. Well, he does. I mean,
It looks like he's struggling a little bit too there with his legs. I know a little bit earlier he was saying his legs were giving him bothering him, some cramps and stuff like that. Long day skating here today, especially the way he skates, fast, fluid.
Definitely.
Great to see Sean in the finals though, back to his form.
3.1, so he struggled here in the run section. He's gonna have to make it up in best trick. And next in, Biopop, Tiago. Tiago can make Super Crown on points. He can do it, he doesn't have to win. He's in great shape.
Oh my goodness, switch backside Smith, that whole ledge, which isn't straight. It's crooked right in the middle. Huge backside tailside to fakie. Everything he does is huge. Everything is waist high pop. Nollie nose slide, going for the crook grab, but he shouldn't really lose any points on that because he did it clean, smooth, kept the rhythm. If he can make it up with a heavy last trick. Switch frontside nose slide. Oh, and just switches it up. Half cab heel flip. A little loose on this run, but he still made all of his tricks.
Yeah. Sloppy but rad.
Yeah, sloppy but rad. Some gnarly tricks in there too. Fakey heel flip after the buzzer. Just for the crowd. And there's that switch backside Smith that had my mind boggled. Look at that. And then there's that nollie trying to get it into crook. Just misses it. Goes into nose slide, knows it.
Great looking nollie nose slide, nevertheless.
Tiago there just trying to rub out some of the hours and hours of skateboarding today.
So he gets a 7.4, puts him in 3rd place. And just 4 more run attempts left before best trick. And Nike SB wants you to upload your best trick clips to Instagram for a chance to be featured on their website. Show yourself in action and tag them with @NikeSB or hashtag #CheckMeSB. Here we are midway through attempt number 2 here in the run section. A lot of great skating so far. A lot at stake though. Anyone can win and the battle for the Super Crown continues. We'll be right back after this in Chicago. Welcome back to the SLS Nike SB World Tour Chicago. The best skaters in the world are here as we continue with run number 2.
Looks like Tiago's hurt, and he looks like he's getting cramps in his legs and stuff too. You can't understate how heavy physically these guys have to skate. It is brutal on the body.
Shane O'Neill, defending Super Crown champ. He's already in this year on points alone. He wants a win here today, though, and he can do it.
Oh, looking good in this second run right there. Switch crooked grind. Like Nyjah gets a lot of tricks in. Immense amount of ball control. And when you have that level of ball control, you can throw one more trick in than the next guy. That's one of the tactics that they employ, and that's why he does so well. If he does well in the run section, we know he's going to do really well generally towards the end. Look at this run. Into the nollie flip nose slide. Now we have 4 seconds.
He doesn't.
Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful run. That really was.
You're right.
A work of art right there.
What could you do more?
You couldn't. That's the best of the best. He's the most technical skateboarder in the world. And when you mix in a little bit of Nyjah too, you have arguably the best skateboarder in the world right now. On fire. Great run from Shane O'Neill. There's that crooked grind nollie kickflip, already setting himself up for the nollie kickflip nose head that came just out of screen.
Look at this, 8.3. That, I mean, they're making him work for it.
They're making him work
No
for it.
question.
I'm sorry, judges, that should have been a little bit high. That was an 8.7 plus, in my opinion. That was a flawless run.
T-Pud's coming in for his second of 2. Going for his first ever win.
Be nice to see Torey put a really high scoring run together so he puts him in a good position going into the big section. Fortunately, that nollie kickflip's not going to help there. Quick backside lip slide. Torey's got one of the best backside lip slides in the business, and best frontside lip slides too. Quick Wally Smith grind, or Wally feeble grind transfer.
It's a cool choice. He's got a lot of tricks for that jersey barrier. Mixing it up.
Oh, and that makes it again even cleaner. Good run for Torey, couple of balls there. Couple of amazing tricks, that nose slide to crooked grind. A1 performance on that one. Great to see Torey in the finals here too. Been skating really good on the real street. Here's that nollie backside kickflip. A quick frontside kickflip up.
Torey gets a 7.5 on run number 2. Puts him in 4th place, just behind Ishod Wair. And our next skater in, Tommy Fynn. This is his 2nd year as an SLS pro. He's looking solid here in Chicago.
Yes, he is, Paul. Backside with nose, 180 nose grind revet, switches it up a little bit. Does that mean he's going to step it up a little bit? We're going to see it right now. Nose blunt slide. Quick grind, transfers over. Going to head down the hubber. There's that backside. How did he make that? How did he make that? And yet he made it so cleanly.
Yeah, right. That should have been a slam, and instead it was perfect.
That was life on the edge. The best skateboarders in the world live on the edge, and that was right there.
That was beautiful.
Going to be his last trick. There's that backside 180 nose gun, and wow, what a run Tommy Fynn is putting together. Incredible run there. But how did he make that backside nose blunt slide? That was magic, sheer magic. Here's that backside 180 nose grind, revert. And here's that backside nose blunt that had us guessing how he made it. That front foot almost slipped off, and then he was so confident that trick, he just made it anyway. And there's the backside 180 nose grind.
Wow. Tommy Fynn on fire on this course, 8.1.
These judges are making him work for it, Paul.
Well, they're being consistent at least.
Yes, and that's important.
They're making everybody work for it. So Tommy takes the lead for now with a score of 16. Nyjah Huston coming in. His first run score was an 8.5. Whoa.
Yep. And how did he recover from that and do a kickflip frontside board slide about 10 foot across that ledge?
Only Nyjah.
exceptional board control is what it is. One step above most. And he hung up on that blunt kickflip too, and the half cab, and still did a half cab crook grind after it. Oh, an exceptional board control we're seeing here. Nose blunt slide, still getting a lot of tricks in. Not doing them quite as clean and as well as we would usually see him.
It's cool to see him going for it, working for it, making it, staying on. Can he squeeze this in? Not quite, but doesn't matter. That run was amazing. I think he popped his tail after the buzzer.
The rest of it, though, was all in there, so it shouldn't matter too much with his final score.
You can see he's actually feeling it.
This is a big course ball. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of lung capacity to ride all the way across it around a few times. You forget that with the level of tricks these guys are at. Back-sounding nose grind, right there.
A lot of times, Nyjah says he gets nervous in the runs. He needs to settle into it. He looks like he's feeling comfortable, even though that was a little sketchy.
A little sketchy at
Whatever.
first.
He looks stoked. 8.5, 2 in a row. Guess what? He's back on top of the leaderboard with a 17. No surprise there. Nyjah going for his 20th win. He's already got his ticket to the Super Crown, and he's our current leader here with 2 scores on the board. We'll be back right after this with Best Trick. Welcome back to the 2017 SLS Nike SB World Tour here in Chicago. An incredible skate city. Not so much in the wintertime, but it makes you raw and gritty. You gotta step it up. You wanna be a Chicago skater. Let's take a look at our current standings. Nyjah Huston up on top with a 17 after the run section. 1 point behind, Tommy Fynn on fire, and the rookie, DeSean Jordan. Followed by Shane O'Neill, Ishod, Wair, T-Puds, Tiago, and Sean Malto. And let's throw it down to Andrew Cannon with a report.
Thanks, Paul. For anyone just tuning in, it is a really long day here. Every one of these 8 skaters has to skate a full contest before this just to qualify in. And after 2 runs, the fatigue is setting in. We saw Tiago Lemos cramping up out there on the course, had some water and some bananas. He said he's feeling good. Sean Malto also feeling that. Now, he's concerned that he may not be able to pop correctly when it comes down to it, but he said it's setting in during the runs about midway through. So fingers crossed he's able to make it happen when it matters. Back to you guys.
Everybody, including Nyjah, is stoked to have some new blood this year in the league.
Yeah, I think it's always awesome to see new people in there. Yuto's insane. He came out of nowhere. He's really young. I would say he's the first Japanese skater that I've really seen do really good in a contest like that. I'm quarter Japanese, so I'm stoked to see that, and that's tight. Yeah, Dashawn, really cool to see him out there. But as soon as I saw him skating years ago, I was like, he's gonna be in there. He's gonna make it. But yeah, it's always good to see new kids out there. It's tight.
This whole season's been amazing with this being my first year in Street League and getting to go to the different stops, and it's a little bit of pressure, but I mean, other than that, my goal is to try to make it to Super Crown. That'll be awesome to take it and make it there. So as far as this, I'm just worried about having fun and keeping it together while I'm out there skating.
There you have it. DeSean Jordan trying to make it to Super Crown. He can do it, but he's got to win. He's got to win. That's a tall order. Sean Malto in the finals, but out with cramping. He's calling it, cramped up.
That's a good call though, man. Making that call when you're not really feeling it.
So here's your current Super Crown standings. Nyjah Huston on top with points and 2 golden tickets, followed by Kelvin Hoffler. He's in on points. Shane O'Neill's in on points. A lot of people still fighting for those 4 spots. All right, let's talk about the basics. Presented by Nike SB. There are 2 sections of Street League. We already saw the run section. Now we're about to see 5 best trick attempts. The top 4 scores, regardless of the section, give the skaters their final score. Speaking of best trick, it's time to kick off best trick.
It is time indeed. It is time for the big guns to come out. Time for the biggest tricks of the event to be laid down.
Tiago Lemos will be first skater in and best trick. He's in 7th place. Needs a 6.8 to move into the lead. He struggled in the run section. He's gonna have to make it up here.
Oh, and that would have been right there. Switch backside tail slide, a huge one.
5 best trick attempts. Top 4 overall scores count, regardless, whether it's runs or best trick. T-Pud's coming in next, needs a 2.5 to take the lead, so if he stays on, it's pretty much guaranteed.
There's that lip slide, along and down.
Love it.
Slipping and sliding.
T-Pud signature, trademark, specialty move.
Sits right on that and just rides that wave all the way down right to the end. The only guy skating that obstacle like that, though. The judges are like that.
Judges love that. 8.0, that's a big score for
a long
lip
slide.
It's a long slide,
It's a long
no question. Next skater in, crowd favorite, Ishod Wair. He's in 6th place, needs a 7.5 to take the lead.
Oh my God. Huge nollie heel flip. Just gets away from on the landing right there. Would have been nice to see him lay that one down, get another high score there on the leaderboard.
Shane O'Neill, defending Super Crown champ, coming in 5th place. He's a 7.2 for first.
Oh. Well, it's shaking up pretty interesting here so
really
far.
Is. DeSean Jordan in 4th place. Needs a 6.9 for the lead.
Oh my goodness. He flipped that one and he caught it so far away from being underneath him and he still tried to pull it back and make it.
I gotta say, at this point, I don't think that's the best strategy going top rope. I think you need to stay on, put some points on the board. Let's see, Tommy Fynn, he's smart.
Flip crooked grind. Wow.
It's a big hubba. So Tommy Fynn needs a 6.7 to take the lead. What do you think, Jeff?
That's gonna get about a 7.1, 7.2. 8.3, the judges loved it.
They're getting psyched. Judges are starting to warm up to some of these tricks. Tommy Fynn moves into the lead, sitting on a 24.3 overall, and that brings us to Nyjah Huston. Needs a 7.4 for first place, trying to get his 3rd win in a row.
For the big section, fake it kickflip, and he almost made that. Landed a little too much on top of the trucks, and when you do that sometimes the trucks turn, the suspension on them turns, and you're stuck with wheel bite.
So far, no 9s here in the final. Attempt number 1, a best trick, over. Here we go, back to the top of the order. Attempt number 2, Tiago Lemos. He's a one-time 9 Club member. Got a 9.4 once.
There's that switch backside tail slide. That was no joke. Now let's see how the judges score that one. That's a really high scoring trick in my book.
What are you giving that trick, Jeff?
Man, you're making me judge it right
well,
here.
How about this? Why is that trick so hard then?
Because it's all blindside and switch. Everything's awkward, everything's backwards. You can see it right there. 8.7, great
Heavy.
score.
Huge score. Highest score of the finals so far. Tiago Lemos moving up into 3rd place. Next in, T-Pud's Torey Pudwill. He's never won an SLS event. His best finish is a second place. Needs a 1.8 for first.
Oh, another wheel bite. Another victim of the wheel bite, the backside 360 wheel bite.
Everybody here is going for the win. They're going off the top rope, and it's taking them out.
That's what we want, though.
We want to see him land it, too, though.
We do. We do.
Ishod Wair.
Come on, Ishod. Bring it in.
Needs a 9.2.
Bring home the heat. Let's see this. Oh, wow!
What do you think? I mean,
Hey,
does that count as a make in this format, or what?
it should do. It should do.
Let's see.
Makes the landing fairly clean right away. Look, that's a really high clean. Leans back a little bit. One hand down, two hand down, but not at the same time. Slides around. The judges are there for a reason. They're going to make the call. Mine is that's a little bit of a sloppy make, so he should get a good score. 3.6. That's kind of a little bit of a kick, that one.
3.6. Ishod Wair.
What does the guy have to do?
I guess he's got to land it cleaner. He's got to land it cleaner. Shane O'Neill needs an 8.9 for first. He can do that all day.
Oh my goodness.
That was switch.
Switch double 360 kickflip.
You know, there was a time he got a 9.9 for that same trick. It may have been down a slightly larger obstacle, but still.
But it was right when he first learned it though, right? So now he's
Yeah.
got it dialed so he can just throw. He's a lot more consistent now with it.
Doesn't get the same points for it. This is a different judging squad. We'll see how it fares. It's huge. 8.4, that's another great score. Shane O'Neill moving into second place in striking distance. Next in, DeSean Jordan needs an 8.6 for first.
Oh, and he makes the laser heel flip.
All right, DeSean Jordan, the
Huge
rookie,
gap.
skating in his third final this year as the rookie, impressing everyone.
Well, that was the biggest flip trick we've seen down that gap today. No hands.
Look at that,
9.4. And rightfully so. That was a heavy trick for the new blood.
DeSean Jordan taking the lead.
Watch this. Look at that snap and catch and just stomps it down. Hangs in there, one hand down real quick.
And remember, DeSean needs to win here tonight to go to the Super Crown, and skating like that can do it for him.
That's how you do it right there. Push the levels of progression. Push the levels of physical ability too.
The only skater with 9s today, DeSean Jordan. He's had 2 of them. He had 1 in prelims, 1 here in the finals. Tommy Fynn coming in next. Needs a 1.0 for first. That's how hard he's been killing it. All right, and that leaves Nyjah Huston. He's at 8.3 for first. This would be his 3rd score. We're still seeing a lot of movement on the leaderboard until 4 scores get posted.
Oh, Nyjah gone for the fakey kickflip. Doesn't get it again. That's going to put him in an interesting spot. A little bit more heat on him. Came out firing with those exceptional first 2 runs, 2 8.5s.
Stick a fork in attempt number 2, a best trick. 3 more to come from Chicago. True Skate, it's the official mobile game of Street League Skateboarding. Download the SLS courses today. That's Street League. True Skate. The young gun, DeSean Jordan, taking the lead after attempt number 2 with a 9.4. He needs to win to get to the Super Crown, and he's showing right here that he can do it. Best trick, attempt number 3.
That is skate well enough to make finals so that you're in the top 8. And then Super Crown is the top 8 of all the top 8s.
for us in the contest world, that is the mecca. That's the grand finale.
Basically, yeah, Super Crown's just like the biggest of the biggest contests for us. So it's cool to be involved in that and just like really trippy.
Yeah, it's crazy to think like I have a secured spot with like everyone that's basically like won a contest and gotten really high up there. So it's cool to be up there. It's funny to be like, who's gonna qualify? Luan, will he make it? And then I'm just in there somehow just.
If you were asking me what's important in the Super Crown, I would say being there. Being there in the Super Crown is what's important and trying to win that.
Being a previous Super Crown winner, I will say from experience that it's not like I'm content. I still want to win every Super Crown, and I want to be a top contender.
Won one last year, and that was like a super intense contest. It wasn't one of those ones where like, I don't know, occasionally you can kind of run away with it. It wasn't like that at all. It was just down to the wire. Super cool show, I thought.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really stoked on it. I'm hyped it's in LA again. All my friends get to come out. I just really hope the course is good.
Welcome back inside the UIC Pavilion at the University of Illinois at Chicago. It's the SLS Nike SB World Tour Chicago Finals. This is the third best trick attempt coming up. 3 more tries to go, and these are your current standings after best trick attempt number 2. DeSean Jordan up on top, followed by Tommy Fynn, Shane O'Neill, T-Puds, Tiago, Ishod, Wair, Nyjah Huston, and Sean Malto in 8th place. This just in, he's not gonna make the Super Crown. Due to some cramping issues, he's not in contention, and he's not gonna be. So we'll have to wait to see him skate again next year. Back to the top of the order. Best trick attempt. Number 3, Tiago Lemos needs a 6.3 to take the lead. He's in 5th place. He's trying to make Super Crown.
Oh my goodness. That's going for the chest high switch crooked grind.
It's obscene.
I wish I was joking. It's literally chest high, that thing.
T-Puds, he's in 4th place. Needs a 2.7 for 1st place. Be the first skater with scores.
And there's that backside 360 ollie. That one's gonna get a high score. See how the judges feel about that one. The crowd loves it. Crowd's going wild. Look at that spin, controls that head movement. Hat flies off, no problem. Look at the determination. He really did make that one very well. No hands down, landed forward and straight.
8.6. The judges are giving huge scores for people flying off the top. T-Puds takes the lead, but he's the first skater with 4 scores on the board. So that could still change. Ishod Wair needs a 7.7 for 1st.
Oh, what? Going for broke right there. Backside 360 ollie flip.
He's going straight for the win. That's 9
That's the only way he knows how to do it, though. That's the level he's at.
All these guys, I would say. Shane O'Neill in next, needs a 7.4.
Oh! Well, he landed that one about how he'd want to, but like one of the other dudes early, he landed so much over the truck, put so much pressure on the trucks and wheel bit. That's a big drop right there.
DeSean Jordan, 6.1 for 1st.
360 kickflip, 50-50. Missed his back truck on that one.
It's not going to matter too much for the scores. I mean, it's going to matter, but he's still going to get big scores because he stayed on. I got to imagine that, assuming it.
I don't know. I want to see the slow-mo, see how much of that truck went on there. 8.6, the judges just disregarded the fact that he didn't land the grind.
They're just taking it.
That back truck did not go in there. The front truck did. If he wins today, he goes to the Super Crown. You've got to do tricks like that to get there.
He's on his way. He's back in the lead with a 33.8 overall. 8.6 is just a massive score for doing a trick. Kind of sloppy, but Tommy Fynn, coming in next. He's been killing it. 9.6 for first. It's a tall order.
Oh! Just gets away from him. Huge 360 kickflip.
Nyjah Huston on deck. He's in 7th place, but he only has 2 scores up. He needs to make 2 out of his next 3 tricks, or he is not. He doesn't have a chance to win. He's got to make 2 out of the next 3.
Oh! Ow! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's hope he's okay right there. That was not how you want to land on your knee, and I hope he can stand up from that one. That might be the last that we see of him there. I'm going to take a guess in there. That was not good. Mad respect for going for on that switch frontside kickflip. Let's hope he's okay though. Let's hope he's okay. It's never good when you stretch your knees like that and bang them on the ground, especially not from that height. These guys are physically some of the most heavy athletes there is out in the world today. That is a fact. Skateboarders are tough as it gets. You'll be able to see this. Look at that back foot. Doesn't quite. He stomps it down and boom. Twisted that knee. That was not good. Let's hope he's okay. We never like to see any guys getting hurt, but that was
a harsh slam.
Well, he's standing up. That's good.
He's on his board. That's good. What's not good for him right now, besides the fact that he smashed his knee and did the splits, is he only has 2 scores on the board. Back to the top of the order, Tiago Lemos.
Oh, trying to utilize that huge pop again. Skating pieces of the course that nobody else skates, so when he makes those tricks, the judges know he's the only guy doing that.
Torey Pudwill, he's in 2nd place. He needs a 9.8 for first. There's 2 tries left. Trying to drop a 7.1.
Oh, whoa, going for the back tail all the way across and down. That's a tiptoe down those stairs. Backwards, might I add.
Dangerous. Ishod Wair coming in for his 4th best trick attempt. Needs an average of 9.4 for first.
Oh, going for that same backside 360 ollie flip, getting a little hung up on it. Not the best tactic, I wouldn't say. Not the easiest trick to keep trying.
Shane O'Neill looking for a 4th score to post. He's got to make 1 of his next 2.
And he does. In classic Shane O'Neill form, right when it's needed, busts out a heavy trick, nollie backside heel flip. The only guy nollieing from that thing and going 180. Very, very difficult. It's longer than it looks.
Back in the 9 club, Shane O'Neill, 9.1 with the nollie back heel. He moves into 2nd place, just behind DeSean Jordan.
Look at how well he did that and handled that drop. Clears it, no problem. Some guys have problems clearing that gap, let alone nollie backside 180 heel flipping it. And that's why he's the guy to beat.
So DeSean Jordan in next. He's currently in 1st place. He's trying to drop a 7.7. He needs to win here tonight to get to the Super Crown, and he can do it. He's in 1st place.
Oh! Well, he has 1 more go.
1 more go. He's in 1st place, but it's not anywhere near over. Tommy Fynn on deck in 4th place, needs a 9.6 for 1st place. 2 tries left.
There's that front side. Just loses on that front foot, under rotates. Judges aren't going to give him much points for that one.
Got 1 more crack at it. Here we go, Tommy Fynn. 9.6 will get him the lead. The tall order.
Looks like he's setting up for that 360 kickflip. Doesn't get the right catch on it. Oh man, and Tommy was skating so good and came out swinging so well in the first few runs and first best trick score.
He still has one more try, but 9.6 in one go. Nearly impossible. And Nyjah Huston, he has 2 tries left. You just saw him take a crazy slam. He's got to make both tricks. This is it. He needs an 8.5 average to take the lead.
And straight into the trick that about blew his knee out.
That's what makes him Nyjah Huston.
That's right.
That's why he's going for his 20th win. And he's put himself back in contention to win this thing.
Just like that.
Just like that. 9.0. Nyjah Huston moving up into 4th place. That's his 44th 9. He has over 400 points career in 9s. In 9s. 400 points. Wow. Here's a look at our current standings after attempt number 4 and best trick. DeSean Jordan in the lead with a 33.8, followed by Shane O'Neill, a 33 even in second. Torey Pudwill with a 31.2, and Nyjah down in 4th with a 26 even. Now, can DeSean Jordan win his way into the Super Crown? Final attempts. When we come back, we'll find out. Tiago Lemos in 6th place. Best he can do is 4th. Everything will help in his quest to make it to the Super Crown.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Did you see how he popped out of that? Switch frontside crooked grind.
So a 7.1 will get him 4th. I think he's going to be in 4th.
Oh, that's an easy low 8s. High, low to mid 8s, I would say. 7.8. A little lower than I would have scored it, but good judging regardless. Watch how he locks into this and then pops back out. Look, boom.
So Tiago moves up into 4th. That's the best he's going to be able to finish. He's going to have to wait and see if it holds.
Nice to see him make that last trick, though.
Is that enough to get him to the Super Crown? We don't know yet. On deck, T-Puds. Needs a 9.8 for first. He's trying to get to the Super Crown.
Crowd screaming for Torey. Well-liked guy, great character. Locking in for that back tail, and he makes it!
Oh, T-Puds!
Oh my goodness, that's some real street action right there.
I mean, if the judging was a little looser, I'd say who knows, that could be up there. Could give a 9.8 a run for its money, but I don't think so. That's a beautiful back tail, though.
It's gonna put a great score on it though for him. 9.2, the judges loved it.
They did love it. That moves Torey into 2nd place.
That is awesome to see. Got the new blood in the top spot, and then Torey throwing back the heat with that long slid backside tail slide. I have to say it though, sliding that far, you are gonna get a higher score. There's not many dudes that can sit on the tricks like Torey Pudwill, and he's showing you that right there. That's why he's in 2nd place, and that's why he's Torey Pudwill.
DeSean Jordan's in 1st place. There's only 3 skaters left who could take it away from him. Shane O'Neill, Tommy Fynn, and Nyjah Huston. It's coming down to the final tricks again. Ishod Wair in 7th place. Needs an 8.1 just to get up into 4th place. He can do it with his backside 360 ollie kickflip, but he's got to make it.
That'll be that for Ishod. Skated so well in the early stages of this event.
Ishod Wair is not going to the Super Crown. He will be missed.
Absolutely. He'll be on the streets if you need him.
He'll definitely be on a skateboard somewhere. Shane O'Neill needs an 8.1. He's the defending Super Crown champ. Can he win?
Oh my goodness, did not get the pop that he wanted.
Now there are only 2 skaters left who can take the lead from DeSean Jordan. DeSean needs to win here tonight to go to the Super Crown, and he is in the lead. He needs to replace the 7-7.
Oh! And he doesn't get it.
That's okay. He's still in the lead. 2 skaters left. Tommy Fynn and Nyjah Huston. Tommy Fynn will be next in. Tommy needs an almost impossible 9.6. Nyjah needs a 7.9.
We know it's possible. Shane O'Neill's had a 9.9. Correct me if I'm wrong in the past. It is possible. It can happen right now.
Can happen right now, Jeff. Big guns, Tommy Fynn. What's he got to do to get this? Kickflip back nose blunt, hubba right now.
Kickflip backside 180, fakey nose grind, revert down the hubba. Something of that caliber. Oh, and he's going for it though. Got to give him that.
Nose slide.
That's where he's got to go though. He's got to go out of his comfort zone if he wants to win Street League.
You're right. For now, the best he's going to do is 6th place. Tommy Fynn, great showing. And that brings us to the final trick of the night. Nyjah Huston coming back from an insane slam, making his next trick, setting himself up for the win. DeSean Jordan is in first place with a 33.8, and Nyjah needs a 7.9 to take it from him. This is crazy. DeSean Jordan will go to the Super Crown if he wins here right now. Nyjah can shut him down, though.
He's not Nyjah's looking like he's hurting, though.
He is hurting, but you think it's going to stop him?
Hey, you can't maybe not. He is superhuman.
You feel the nerves in this building. Everyone is on their feet in this arena.
Put that pain to the back of his mind and just lay down one more trick. He is hurting though. Let's see if he can do it.
Here we go. Nope. Went for the front 180 switch crook. And if he doesn't get a 7.9, he did a front tail. If he doesn't get a 7.9, guess what? DeSean Jordan wins and is going to the Super Crown. It's a waiting game. Waiting on scores. 6.7, and DeSean Jordan is the winner of the 2017 SLS Nike SB World Tour Chicago stop. Congratulations, DeSean Jordan. You are going to the Super Crown. What a story, what a night.
The new blood bringing the heat, winning the contest. He's stoked. That's what we need to see. We need to see new guys coming in, showing us how far they can push it, taking the leaderboard, taking it all the way home. He's going to be at Super Crown. He'll be in Los Angeles. Congratulations to DeSean Jordan.
Let's throw it down to Andrew Cannon.
I'm down here with DeSean Jordan. A rookie here at Street League has just won his first ever and gone to the Super Crown. Tell us what was going through your head on that last attempt.
I don't even know, man. I don't know, man. I give all the glory to God, honestly. Thank you, God, for real. I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words, for real. I'm sorry, guys, but I have nothing to say, but thank you guys for the endless support. Thank you, God, and blast, dude. Thank you.
We'll see you at the Super Crown. Give it up for DeSean Jordan, everyone.
All right, let's take a look at the final results. The finals here in Chicago. DeSean Jordan winning with a 33.8. Torey Pudwill getting second place. Big ups to Torey, followed by Shane O'Neill in third. And then Nyjah Huston, Tiago Lemos, Tommy Fynn, Ishod, Wair, and Sean Malto.
What a heated final. That was heavy.
That was unbelievable.
Right down to the wire.
DeSean Jordan just got his first win. Jeff, come on, what does this mean?
Oh, this is huge. Huge for this dude. I mean, think about it. You know, it wasn't long ago this guy was looking up to all these guys, watching them in videos. Now he's skating with them and he's won the contest. And he's going to Super Crown.
Going to the Super Crown. Let's take a look. Here's our final Super Crown standings. Nyjah Huston still up on top with 280 points and 2 Super Crown golden tickets. Shane O'Neill, he's going. Kelvin Hoffler's in the Super Crown. T-Puds, Tiago Lemos, Carlos Rivera, Louis Lopez, and there you go, DeSean Jordan, winner here in Chicago. That was his only way to get to the Super Crown. He had to come out here and win it. It seemed impossible, but guess what? DeSean Jordan is that good. He won it. He's going to the Super Crown. Now let's go to the Monster highest scoring trick. Monster Energy highest scoring trick of the day, laser heel banger. 9.4. He just won it all today. He just finished it, shut it down.
That's right, that's the way to do it. Come in hot, leave winning, leave everyone guessing. What a great moment for this dude.
If you can end the day in tears of joy, that's a good day. Big ups to DeSean Jordan. Last year skating the Dam Am, qualified into Tampa Am. He won Tampa Am, went to the Pro Open, and now he's going to the Super Crown. So once again, a huge congratulations to all the finalists here tonight. The skaters that qualified into the Super Crown, but especially DeSean Jordan for taking the win here in Chicago. You will see him next in the Super Crown. So for Jeff Rowley, Andrew Cannon, and all of us at SLS, I'm Paul Zitzer. Thanks so much for watching. See you in LA.